But wanted to start with some of the neat product features that we've got that we're introducing here at the show. With our new diesel platform, obviously it's the GR series, mainly targeted at general rental. First thing that we walk through on any Allmand product is the durability and quality, the premium fit and finish that Allmand is known for. So the whole unit is solid steel, with the exception of our poly tanks. So a really durable unit, meant to handle the abuse of the rental markets. It's not one of those types of products where you can use it and dispose of it afterwards. It's really meant for the long haul, really capitalizing on that return on investment for customers. At the heart of this particular light tower is a new Yanmar L70 Tier 4 final air-cooled diesel engine, coupled with a 3600 RPM alternator, generates about 3.7 kilowatts. Reason that's important is because we've got our new SMD LED light fixtures on top. They run 350 watts a piece, but that actually leaves some auxiliary power left over. We actually have a convenience outlet located on the unit itself, which, as I'll talk through as we get to the chain product, is pretty a neat feature. Whether you need to just charge up a cell phone, run a point of sale system, that's say a farmer's market where they may use this, or run an entirely separate light tower. So a lot of great functionality in a very tidy package. Another thing we've updated on this particular unit is the next-gen Deep Sea L401 light tower controller. Makes it very user-friendly. It's very intuitive. Any general rental customer can figure it out. It's basically green for go and red for stop. In addition to that, we also have our master light switches here, so you can control each LED independently depending on what you're trying to light and which direction you're trying to face it. As we walk around the unit, we've got a couple other features we'll want to point out. One, integrated e-stop, a standard feature on the product. Another item that we'll talk through is you can't really look up without being blinded, but this product is only offered in LED. That's typically been a very premium feature that's been very expensive, roughly $800 to $1,000 more in terms of a feature set. It's standard on the GR series, and it's all about making the unit more efficient and practical for the general rental customer. Walk around to the front of the unit, we have a 45-gallon diesel fuel tank out front. The reason the size of the tank is so important is it gets us 300 hours worth of runtime without having to refill it. So if you're at a remote site or on a job site, that's really critical, not only with the more fuel-efficient diesel engine that we have in here now, but also the large fuel tank is a great selling point for our rental customers. Walking around the front of the unit, we have our tilt tongue system up here. It's much more efficient from a space standpoint, so you can fit more on a truck, and also prevents that tripping hazard for customers. I have a manual winch equipped on this unit. It's only 25 turns on the winch to get the unit all the way up and all the way down. So a really nice ease of use there, mounted right here on the mast. As we continue to walk around here, some of the evaluation that we've done on this particular unit is on overall total cost of ownership. And that's really what rental houses are looking for when they're trying to determine what products they should be buying and why. So part of the reason that we're so focused on the total cost of ownership, one is this has a much lower acquisition cost than a traditional light tower, whether it's an Allmand or some of our competitors. And then it also has about the same maintenance and service intervals as a comparable liquid-cooled product. This is the first air-cooled diesel unit that Allmand has ever brought to market. So we're very excited to tell customers about that total cost of ownership story and really start to kick off the market with this new series and really evolution of the light tower space. So that's our diesel-powered GR series. What I'd like to show you next is our chain version that has a little bit different flavor on light towers. So come with me. So this is our chain version of the GR series. Obviously it's drawing a lot of attention, as you can see from the crowd around it. What's unique about this particular light tower is there is no onboard generator whatsoever. It actually runs off of what we call shore power or auxiliary power. So the way this light tower is set up, same tower, similar LED fixtures, a little bit lower wattage, but it's run off a simple plug. So you could actually use this, you could tow it out to your house for a backyard party if you wanted to. Runs off a normal 110 volt, 15 amp outlet, just like you have on any outlet in your home. But what also makes it unique is that it has a daisy chaining functionality. What makes that unique is if you use this side of the input, you actually bring in a 20 amp receptacle, and you have the ability to not only power this tower, but another one. So you actually can stack two of these off of a single 20 amp service. That's pretty unique in terms of being able to run cabling, which is fairly expensive for light rental customers. It's got a lot of great features built into it that our standard light towers also have. Simple timer functionality, so if you want to program it for it to automatically turn itself on or off, depending on when sunset or sunrise is, that can all be programmed into the unit. as well as our individual light controls as well. If you walk around the unit this way, there's a couple of things I'll point out. Up top here, we have just what seems like a very basic storage solution, where we have our cord storage right inside the box here. Obviously, this runs off of power. What's also unique about it is with these 3 bolts here and then 4 bolts within the box, this entire box can be removed. I think, why would we want to do that? It actually is about the right size for a Briggs & Stratton PowerSmart Series inverter. Whether it's a 2K or a 3K inverter, you actually can set that unit right in that spot. But we don't recommend towing the unit in that configuration. It turns it into a really nice, user-friendly option for consumers who may use it for things like farmers markets, lighting soccer fields at night, and the like. So really great opportunity for us to make a more flexible product on a very modular platform. We also have our Photocell Sensor right here, which is effectively, again, once it gets a certain darkness level outside, you can program it to turn itself on. And then we run through the same platform. So we have the tilt pin hitch. This is in its laid down configuration, or the towing configuration. Same manual winch up top, and then the same LED system up at the top of the mast. So those are our 2 new GR series products. The next one that I want to walk you through is pretty cool. So we've talked about the last GR series. Those are products that are coming to market. They're actually going to start in production here in the next couple of months. So those are off, and actually we're selling those now at the show. We also wanted to bring a different flavor to ARA this year from an Allmand standpoint. What can we do, both based on our partnership with Briggs & Stratton, who is the parent company of Allmand, and also just from a technological standpoint of what Allmand has brought to the market from light tower technology. So what's unique about this particular tower is you'll notice that it's not plugged into anything. So it's actually running off of these production Vanguard lithium-ion battery packs. There's 2 5-kilowatt-hour packs on the unit, and they can be charged via the onboard charger that, again, you just plug into a standard 110-volt outlet. What's pretty neat about this is we really turned our R&D team loose on this and said, hey guys, if you envision the next generation of light tower, obviously battery power was a requirement, what else could you make it do? Well, not only did we equip it with our latest generation 350-watt LED light bulbs, but we also integrated a really unique control system to this product. So they equipped it with this fully functioning touchscreen control, gives you a battery readout. Obviously, we've been running it all day here. We've got a couple of different light output settings, so we can go all the way up to full brightness, give you a readout on how much power or the duration that full power will generate, and then you can actually step it down in terms of the dimness, and then obviously bring it all the way to the off position. The other interesting features of this particular unit is it has an auto deployment system. So where we typically have manually set outriggers where you have to take each one down, level it itself, this one does it automatically. Pretty neat system there. We've been getting some great customer feedback in terms of ease of use, ease of deployment. What's really unique about this system is not only can they automatically deploy with the press of a button, it also has at least the mechanicals internally, the necessary gyros and programming, that it can auto level itself. So if you were on a slope or what have you, you can actually auto deploy it and it'll level itself out to prevent any increased risk of wind blow. Of course, this unit also has our electric winch feature, which is a nice premium feature that certain customers like if they don't want to crank up the mast. So really great offering, again, highlighting the partnership between the new Vanguard battery system, which they've also got a booth here at ARA as well with some great traction around the battery system, and the partnership that can bring with Allmand in terms of the products that we're bringing to market. A couple other great things we've got at the show here. We've got our full complement of light towers, air compressor products, as well as towable generators, as well as our new Maxi Heat product. And that will actually be focusing on Facebook Live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Thanks so much, guys, and enjoy the show.